Hello, hello, hello. I hope you can hear it. Okay, this is the general financial product advice warning. Let's get started. Who joined? Someone joined. Hey Vinod, how are you? Good afternoon. You are the first man. Unbelievable. Hi mate, how are you? Very nice. Excellent. Good to hear your voice at the beginning. So we are waiting for some other people to come. All right. In the meantime, how are you going, mate? All good? Fantastic. Can you hear me? You, yeah. I'll just share screen. I'll share it now. Yeah. So you must be seeing. Yeah. Fantastic. Hey, good afternoon, Selvan. How are you? Hey, good. Thanks. Good. Thanks. Very good. Fantastic. Very good. So I don't have to call you. That's great. Vinod and Selvan is already in. And Lisha and Sri Utagi, I'm waiting for them. I'll give you them a call. Okay, so let's catch this and then send them again. Right. This is support Gmail and then compose. And then I will send the invitation again to Sri Utagi and Alicia Tang, Anamitro, and Pankaj. Yep, so monthly session. All right. Okay, so you can hear me, you can see my screen. We'll start with general financial product advice warning. NP Financials advises all service recipients of the following. The information is provided only on general financial product advice basis. This is only educational in nature. Trading securities, derivatives, CFDs, foreign exchange contracts can be risky and is not suitable for all. I recommend you to go through this and then I'll start in 2 minutes. Let's see what Sri must be facing some problem. I don't know why he's already not in. So let me call Lisha and Sri. Good afternoon. You are already there, right, Lisa? Come again? I am sharing the screen. Can you see? Yeah, I have already shared the screen, and I think Vinod and Selvan can see. What about you, Lisa? Okay. Okay. Good, fantastic. I'll just, yeah, thanks. I'll just call Sri. Bye. The last call, Sri, and then we'll start. Sri always has some problem. I don't know why. So last time actually we fixed it. Eh, Good afternoon, Sri. We are waiting for you. What error? You are same old error. You are not allowed to join the video. I have sent you a link. Yeah. 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 Okay. Sign in as an administrator. I think you have closed the Google Chrome. You are using Google Chrome, isn't it? Yeah. In the Google, close the Google Chrome. Yeah. Close the window and sign in and right click on the Google Chrome and sign in as or start the process as in as administrator. I think you have always have this problem. I don't know why. Let's try this administrator. I think it's a permission issue. Where are you? Huh? You are online? Yeah. Now go to your this thing email and then click on the link I have given you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So you have to solve that problem. It's a computer related problem. And if there is a problem, copy the link and go to another computer and then paste that link. You know what to do. You always do that, isn't it? Yeah, call in the Hangouts. I called you again. Let me again add you. Hold on. Sri SHRI 2568 at gmail.com, right? Yeah, I'm again inviting you. Just see whether you are getting the invitation or not. Got it? Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, I'm calling. Everyone can hear it. Join or answer or reply, whatever the English is. Yes, you are there. Yes, 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 yes. I can hear. Can you see my screen? Fantastic. Very good. All right. So we have started this session. And Anamita's daughter is blessed with a baby boy. So he, yeah. So that's good. Uh, yeah, so he's in hospital. So I'll pass on this message to him. All right. Okay. So I will do this session today. And as we all know, Lisa was blessed with a baby girl a month ago. And then we go, yeah, Lisa, this Sri is asking, is there any party after this session which you are throwing? So, okay, yeah, Lisa has not responded, so I'll wait. Then we will start. We'll do this. All right. So today, what we'll do, we'll start it with the request which I have got from Lisa, and then Lisha has requested to do the session on the this thing on big bars. Yeah. All right. Yeah. 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 Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can you repeat the question in the commodity? Is it? Yeah. 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 For weekly, for commodity, yeah, of course. So what Sri is asking, can he actually extend the concept of weekly, monthly, and quarterly and yearly to commodity trading? The answer is yes, definitely yes. Because anything, for example, let's this, let's do this. There is two. Okay, so we'll make this as a bar chart only. Just to answer this, I'm answering Sri Utagi's question. So he's asking, can monthly, weekly, and charts can be used for commodity? Yes, the answer is yes. So let's start with let's show him uh, the uh, yeah. This is the yearly chart for live cattle in front of you. Or let's do which one is having little bit data. I think this one is having data which is not this one. Crude oil maybe. Yeah. So crude oil in front of us, and this is yearly chart, Sri, as you can see, and crude oil. How to analyze? I'm just answering Sri Utagi's question. So crude oil as of now, those of you who have placed, and one of our student got 27,000 from this crude oil, as we have discussed last time in one trade. So the two crude oil is at 6190. So if you see from top to bottom, this is the top to bottom of crude oil. This is the lowest low, which is 975, and this is highest high, which is 14,939. And if we draw a Fibonacci from that, I am doing yearly quickly. So from top to bottom of yearly, we are having exactly crude oil now is at 61.8, if you can see. So this is the 61.8 of crude oil, exactly at 61.8. And if we do the price, and it will be at 6204.6. So it is struggling to clear 6204.6, which is at now at 6190. So 14 pips. So this is yearly. And if we go to platform options to see the display lines on inferior time units, we'll go to quarterly. Just a quick analysis on crude oil because we are here. And the crude oil, the quarterly looks like this. And we'll discuss this Lisa's question today, which is a big bar. How to interpret this big bar anywhere and everywhere. So this is a big bar on crude oil, and this is a quarterly chart. And then we'll go to the monthly. So this is monthly, and that big bar is here from the quarterly. But as of now, this was 6,000 in the yearly chart, if we remember that. we'll just put a line there. 6204, so we'll just draw a 6204 around this point. 6200, make it lovely. Number 6000, round number, I love round number. Yep. And then go to the monthly. Yep. So there is a possibility of crack and snapback on the 6200 on the monthly chart, and if we join the monthly chart recently from this high of October 2008, which is 7681, to December 2008, 3 months only. In the 3 months is actually from here to here, there was a humongous drop in 3 months, 3437 pips, which is 44% drop. And after that, what crude oil did, it did a retracement of, let's see how much, from here to here. It did a 61.8, exactly like the yearly chart. If you remember, a minute ago I showed you. Yeah. So this is crude oil in front of us. 6368 was the monthly 61.8, and it did not close. This fellow did not close, and on this chart in front of us, this is the big bar. Yeah, from here to here is a big bar. So we'll discuss this today. Lisa requested this. So this is the monthly big bar, 6544 to 4948, and how to trade this wonderfully, we'll talk. But as of now, I'm answering Sri Uttagi's question. So Sri, as you can see, monthly, if you want to analyze, if I am you, I would do from this October 2018 to December 2018 Fibonacci analysis, and I see 6368 6368.1 become 61.8. Tongue twister. So 368.1 becomes 61.8 in Fibonacci. So it did not close above that, and it is probably doing a crack and snap back on the 6200, which was the yearly Fibonacci. So this way you can do the monthly analysis. If you want to do the weekly actually very interesting. Good that you asked that question. Is actually happening on the weekly on the crack and snapback, because this bar on the last week, on which completed on last Friday, 3rd of this month, started on 29th April, actually closed below 6204. So that is a crack and snapback. What is a crack and snapback? How do I know it's a crack and snapback? First it will close above, and then it will close below. No matter how many bars, generally preferably we want to see only one bar, but here it did on the 4 bar, like 1 bar turning point, 2 bar turning point, 3 bar turning point. This crack and snap back along with a turning point, because this is a turning point, this is a peak here, and this close is below this low, so this is a turning point here, and this is from here to here, it is a 4 bar crack and snap back, close above, close below. Now the only thing is that we have to see the this low is taken out, this low is taken out. Yeah, so that is the weekly analysis, Sri, for this. So I hope I have answered your question, Sri Utagi.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thanks very much.
Any other question on that?
No, I'm good.
Good. So if you have any question, please write in or talk. You can unmute and start talking. So you can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we go back to the today's discussion, which will be on the big bar, and for that big bar I will select a price template in which only a price is there. And Lisha, if you can remind, I just didn't get in there. Euro AUD, I think you said that. Euro AUD, right, Lisa? Euro AUD on a 12 hourly chart, I think so. She's asking Euro AUD and GBP AUD, and she is asking how to interpret this big bar, how to identify this as a big bar, and how to trade that as a big bar, and how to take advantage of this big bar. All right, so let's do this for a moment. If I delete everything, we don't want this sample set up for a moment. And okay, so if I don't know what is a big bar, you can take advantage. Let's see to this month. All right, so you can take advantage of our big bar indicator which we have designed to take advantage of that. So let's my computer identify a big bar, and then I'll talk about how to treat that big bar. Yeah, so my computer has identified two big bars, and the last one is identified as here, this one. How the computer has identified the big bar, I will show you. I'll go bar by bar. Okay, so this is a big bar because this fellow has changed a slope. So whenever the big bar theory has changed a slope, like this one here, from this it was straight, from this fellow this was straight, this was straight, this was straight, the line is straight, and whenever this straight line is getting a change, for example, all this straight line is a straight line, up to this point it's a straight line, and all of a sudden this straight line got changed into a slanting from this point. Yeah, from this point it becomes a slanting. When this becomes a slanting, then this becomes a big bar. So what we'll do, we can write down here big bar. So the big bar presented itself, and our computer is intelligent enough, it captured the big bar immediately on that. On 24th of April, it is telling us that this is a big bar. Okay, and what it is doing, it is capturing the top and the high and the low of the big bar. So what we have to do, you go one bar by bar. Okay, next bar. What we are trying to do here is to capture this, because we are in a belief that computer has identified this as a big bar of high this and low this. So all these bars like this one here, that one here, and any bar which is coming here next should not take the low out if this is a big bar. Of course it can take out and go low, of course it can take out and go high, whatever it can done, it will do. But our principle suggests us that to identify this big bar, we have taken the advantage of our computers which just told us. And then what we are looking for is to, so this is an big bar and this is a bullish bar. Not only a big bar, this is a bullish bar. So you want to go long. No indicator, nothing. Only indicator is the big bar indicator, which is the blue shadow. All of you can see the screen correctly. All of you can identify the this uh, big bar, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Very good. Thank you. So if we go.
Just for reference, could you please scroll down, scroll back the where the straight line is?
I'll go that later on. Sri is asking, can I scroll back where the straight line started? I will. I will. As you can see, it is not started till 17th, till 16th, till 15th. Yeah, it has not started. So it has started only on this one again on the. I'll go back to that. Sri is asking where was the previous horizontal lines. I will show you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the new slanting and horizontal lines is on here. So we are concentrating on the next, this one, which Lisha has asked. So 24th of April. So what we are asked, we are waiting for here. We want to see bearish bar, like this one is a bearish bar, and we want to see as many bearish bar as within this blue shadow. And then we want to see one more thing. The next bar has to take the high of this bearish bar. Okay, let's see. So this big bar, this bearish bar high is this one. Let's see the next bar if it has taken or not. Then let's see what to do. No, it has not taken. So we'll go here, and this is the next bearish bar, and we wait for this high to be taken out by the next bar. I'm going bar by bar. and this is a 12 hourly chart. So no, this is again bearish bar, and this bar high is not higher than this, so we are having a good lower high, lower high, and next bar, we'll wait for the next bar. Yeah, fantastic. So we got another bar which is having a bearish bar, and the low, we'll wait for this high to be taken out by the next one. Okay, so we'll go next one. Okay, fantastic. So this is almost a dozy bar, which can be considered either a bearish bar or a bullish bar, but the color of it is bullish. So we will now wait for this high to be taken out. So we delete this because this high is not taken out. We delete this high is not taken out. We delete that, this high is not taken out. And the only high which is possibly can be taken out is from here, if at all. Otherwise, it will go this way. So we are interested to, we are placing the order, we place the order here which did not trigger. uh, we place the order here which did not trigger to go long. We place the order here which did not trigger to go long. We place the order here to go long, which did not trigger. We place the order, we don't know, so we, our job is to place the trigger order plus, because he asked where to, how to strategize this. So 1.5859 which is 60, 5860 plus 10, 70 will be entering around here, 70. Okay, so if price crosses the 70, we'll go enter. Our bar is, our entry is here, and our stop loss would be below this big bar, below 20 pips below this. So we are will be entering here. If it is happening, then our stop loss would be 83 pips. All right, clear? Everyone clear? Question up to this point? Lisa, clear? Everyone clear? Lisa says yes. What about others?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Clear? All right. So our pending order, what type of order this one is? Buy. Brilliant. Selvin said buy stop order. So our buy stop order is pending there, and we don't know what will happen. Let's see. And these are not triggered, so we'll delete. Not trigger, not trigger, not triggered, not trigger. So we'll delete. So if this is triggered, we'll be going there, and stop loss is, yeah, below the big bar, 20 pips below the big bar. Good, fantastic. So fantastic, we got a better price. So what we'll do, we will delete this one here, and we thought that would be taken out, not yet. So what we'll do, this is a bearish bar, and we'll be placing 10 pips above this stop buy order, and our stop loss would be here. So in that in this example, as of now, still it is not below this low of the big bar. How good is that? All right, so our stop loss would be from here, high 45 plus 10, 46, 56. Yeah, from here to here. This is low is 08, will go to 88. So 88, 88, 88, 88, 88, 88 here, 66 pips stop loss. So our order will be here if it is trigger. Pending order is there, and our stop is here. All right, so let's see what happens next. Wow, my goodness. Okay, so we still got a better opportunity. That is the beauty of this professional way to handle the strategies which we discuss from time to time. So now this is high is 38. We delete that previous order. We place a order 38 plus 10, 48, and from 48 we'll go long. We are still waiting. So this is a game of patience, as you know. And this low is 0. It will go 88. Yeah. So as of now, our 60 something. Yeah. How much is that? Exactly 60. All right, 60. From here to here, 60. So we are taking a 60 pips risk, and we have tried once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times in 3 days, and our order did not trigger, and our order is still pending here. 158.48 will enter with 60 pips stop loss, and if we go target this high, we'll be having 113 pips at least. So that is almost a 2% trade. So for waiting 2% trade for 3 days, that's fine. Okay, let's see what happens next. All right, so this is triggered actually 40. This went up to 56. Our order is at 48. So our order after waiting for 3 days, it actually got triggered here. Yeah, somewhere here 48. Somewhere, yeah, 48. And our stop loss is 60. So this is the way we would enter. I talked about entering and stop loss. Is Lisa and everyone clear about entry and stop loss? We'll talk about target next. Yes, Selvan says yes. Lisa, because this is your question. Sri and Vinod, everyone is fine with the entry and the stop loss. Yeah, Sri says okay. Yes, everyone is fine. Okay, so we have placed the order, and then if it comes here, we'll be getting out. If that goes there, let's see what happens. So next bar, yeah. So we are running a profit now. We entered here and around 48. We are running 48 pips immediately on the next bar. So again, that next bar came here and we are running a profit of 96. 48, 48, 96. All right, so our target is 108 or something like that. Let's see what the bar does here. Then we do not put a target. We will wait for this fellow to see what is the next bar is doing. But we are running a trade, that's for sure, with 96 pips profit and 60 pips stop loss. So this has reduced a little bit of our running profit. So this is now 85, but this is an inside bar, not to worry about, because this is an inside bar. So as if that bar is not there. So we are having at 85 pips profit with 60 pips stop loss. Inside bar, don't worry. All right, brilliant. So we got our 2% there. As you can see, from here to there, it is more 147. If we are closing on the close, 121. So if you don't want to take any risk, because there is possibility of crack and snapback happen, of course it can go up, of course it can come down, whatever it does. So there is a possibility of crack and snapback on this big bar. So we already got 121 pips on 60 pips stop loss. So 121 pips reward versus 60 pips risk. So we are 2% up here from this bar. So if you want to close here, you can close there, or 2% profit, or you wait for this low to be taken out, then in that case it will be 1% profit. Almost. Let's see. So I don't know how many of you would be doing what. Please see. Please let me know your answer so that I know what type of traders you are. Lisa says first reversal bar high is higher than big bar. Then do you do nothing? First reversal bar high is higher than big bar. Okay. So Lisa is asking if. Okay. So Lisa is asking if this bar high, this is the first reversal bar, high is higher than this one. So if the first bar is probably ending here, then what to do? Answer is do nothing. Don't Or you can do a breakout trade. If you are a breakout trader, you can take a breakout trader, but I would say do nothing, because breakout, unless and until you are an expert, will probably fake out. we so don't try breakouts. Try to avoid the breakouts till you are a professional breakout trader. There are many hundreds, thousands of breakout traders in this universe, but we need to remember, for amateurs, breakouts are mostly fake outs. So if you are starting now, or starting or do not have as much success in breakout trades, don't do breakout trades. So this is a breakout trades on the big bar high take, or next bar is higher than the big bar high taken out. Answer is don't do anything, Lisha. So I asked a question here. What do you want to do? You want to do profit booking or what? I am waiting for your responses in the Hangouts. Please write. She says do nothing. Lisa says need to see any pivot levels. Good. And Sri sell in the long trade. Yeah. Binod says continue with the trade. Okay. Selvan, what did you do? Leave it in. Selvan says leave it. Sorry? Yeah, Selvan is saying if he sees a reversal bar, then he will put a book profit below the reversal bar. And Lisa says she wants to see the pivot levels. What about Sri and Binod? What you would do? You will continue. You have written you will continue, but as Selvan said, he wants to see a reversal bar and then low taken out. He will be out. What about you, uh, Binod and Sri? Please write it. I'll put the pivot points, Lisha, in a minute. We are running a 2% profit, 121 pips profit with 61 pips, 60 pips stop loss. Binod says same as in Selvan said, reversal bar. He will wait for reversal bar and low taken out. That's what Selvan said. Binod also agreeing to that. And I'll wait for close below low taken out. Sri Utagi has become professional in writing. He's writing CBLT. So I have to understand close below low taken out. Correct, Sri? Yes, he's writing Y. Y means yes. Unbelievable. Okay. So let's do pivot points. What pivot, Lisa, you want to do? Monthly or quarterly or daily or yearly or weekly? Lisa, question to you. Please write down. I want to make this as interactive as possible so that you know, you ask more questions and you know more. So I'll keep this hangout chat section open for 12 hourly monthly. So she's saying 12 hourly monthly. We'll go to setting price and then go to pivot points and we'll make it monthly. All right. So Lisa, the monthly pivot points are in front of you. What do you do? Lisa, question for you. Monthly pivot is there, R1 is there, stay in. And when Lisa, Binod and Selvan and Sri Utagi, all of you are staying in, and this is the actually fantastic session I would recommend because all of us are participating in every bar, including me, because I am getting your answers. So the last question to Lisha, what you would want to do seeing the pivot and R1. Binod said close below low taken out. Sri says close below low. No, Sri says CBLT, which is close below low taken out. And Selban says close below low taken out of a bearish bar. What do you do, Lisha? Question to you. Because your pivot levels are in front of you. You have to write in or speak whatever you want to do. It's good to know everyone's what because this is a decision point, and Mr. Market on every bar actually is asking a question, giving a price. So Mr. Market gives us a price and asks us to take it or to not to take it. So Lisa says CB. Yeah. Uh, okay, I'll repeat the questions. Sylvan is asking, this question is from Sylvan to Lisa. Sylvan is saying if whether you would have taken this trade or not because the entry here would be below the previous month's pivot point. So that's a good question, I think. So what would be your question? Because you have introduced pivot. Pivot was not there because we are doing a bar by bar, big bar analysis. But since you have thrown pivots onto the chart, now Selben is asking on 29th of April 2100, seeing the monthly pivot here, seeing the entry at 58.48, would you enter or no? If yes, if why? If no, why? The question now here on 29th April in context to your pivot points, Lisha. This is from Selvan. On the continuation part, she has answered CBLT, close below low taken out. If close below point, close below pivot, unless it's a all buyers out. So she is waiting for all buyers out at R1 or R2, whatever, and then she will get out unless and until it is closing below pivot. And she is saying, next question, which is the first point to understand? Price is entering channel, bullish or bearish trap. What? Which is the first point to understand? What are the points? Price is entering channel. Which is the channel?
Sir, this is the next question. Let's continue with this thing. This is the next question. Just
Okay.
yeah,
So Lisa,
not
we
related to not related to this topic
okay.
at the moment.
Lisa, we are waiting for Selvan's question to be answered by you. Yes, he has answered. Big bar is start of a breakout. I probably would have entered on the second bullish bar that finished above monthly pivot. Second, oh, okay, all right. This one here. So she would enter here. Yeah, so because he has introduced a pivot point as a concept, as a reference, and Selvan was intelligent, smart enough to answer this, to ask this question, whether she would have entered below these pivots. The answer is no. So Selvan, to answer your question, she said no, she would not enter at 48 because she prefers pivot points, and she would probably enter at 21, which is a humongous loss of how many pips? 48 from here, roughly 48 to here, 68 pips. It's almost a 1% loss. All right, so that's a 1% loss when you are entering. No, the one before. Okay, this one. You'd enter 30th April. Why? This close below pivot. Lisha, 30th April 09 bar has closed below pivot because the pivot is this thick line. This is the pivot. So this bar on 30th April 09, if you are saying on that one, the next question from my side would be why? Because that closed below the pivot. So you must have some idea why. I thought you'd be entering here. And she said sorry. Okay, so you'd be entering here, isn't it? On the close or again high taken out? On 30th April 2100, you'd enter on the close or high taken out. Because the more space you give it to the Mr. Market, Mr. Market will take away more pips from you. We have she has given 24 hours, and the professionals has already entered at this 48. She said then I would need to see risk reward from your entry to the monthly pivot. So where are you entering first? Are you entering at the close or the high taken out? If you are entering at the close and putting the stop loss below this, where below this 103, 103 would be your stop loss, and profit would be 104, which is 1%. That's fine. I think that's fine. What she would do, she would see the reward to risk. Reward risk is 103, reward is 103. Am I correct? 104, and risk is 93. That's correct, Lisa. Am I correct? 104 versus 103. That's what you're seeing. I meant your entry. I have entered here on 58.48. Okay, if I count 58.48 to the pivot, That is 54, 51 pips. Okay, so probably she is saying if she has to enter here, then she will see this 51 pips profit with 64 pips risk. Am I correct? That's what you were saying. 51 versus 62. Have I understood your statement correctly? Because yes, she is saying yes. All right. So yeah, so these are all fantastic, brilliant. All I'm getting every one of you. And Selvan has asked a brilliant question. That's why we got these answers. So that's why what I do when I do any plain bar by bar like this fellow here, big bar strategy we are discussing. I do not put any indicator like pivot points or moving average or your Bollinger or nothing. Okay, so because if we put more indicator like pivot points and moving average and Bollinger, then probably they will either stop you from taking a particular trade, for example like this one. Okay, so now we are running 121 pips profit with 61 pips. Everyone is hanging on, and let's see what this bar is doing. Right, crack and snap back. Now again question goes to you. What you will do? You will take the low of this bar taken out. Everyone, just quick. Yes, no. Yes, no. No. Ah. Lisa says no. Why no? Sri says IS. IS means what? Inside. Inside bar. Wow. Fantastic. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, Lisa also thought so. No means okay. Selban said inside bar, so he would not do anything, and Sri Utagi said inside bar, so he would not do anything. Yeah. Okay. So let's forget this. Too many lines. We'll delete these lines. Our stop is there, and our profit here inside. So you do nothing. Yeah. Binod, you agree with Selvan and Sri Utagi what they said? Binod, just yes or no? Vinod says yes, inside bar. Alright. So everyone is doing nothing here. Okay, let's see. Next bar. Fantastic. So next bar is again close above. Next bar is go. Is up bar. Stay in. It's an up bar. Close above. So this is an up bar. Selban says this is an up bar. Higher high, higher low, and stay in. And more importantly, it has closed above the uh, our reference point, which is the high of the big bar. So it has closed above. All right. So everyone is hanging on, and then this one. What you will do? This fellow. So again, question goes back to you. What you will do? Selvan says he will put the stop loss below the current bar. All of you. Binod, Sri, Lisha. Binod says yes, he will be getting out. How many pips, Selvan, Binod? 41 is the low. How many pips below this? 20 pips. So 21. Selvan says 20. Binod says 20. Binod and Selvan are absolutely in sync. They are saying the exactly same thing. Although one is Binod is in Sydney and Selvan is in New Zealand, and they are not in telephone call. All right. So what about Sri and Lisha? So Binod will get out at 21, 59.21, and Selvan would get out in 59.21. I'll wait for Lisha's and Sri Uttagi's question. She is asking, has it closed below previous bar? Alright, so she is having another question. Is the close below this? The low is 59.49, and this close is, that's a fantastic question. The low is 59.49.2, and the close is 59.49.3. So the answer to that question is no. It has not. This close is not below this low. So what do you do? I'm still waiting for 3. So we know that Selban yeah, will get out at 21. Lisa is waiting for the close below this low, which has not happened. And so what you would do? And Sri Utagi, what you Sri says do nothing. Why nothing? And Lisha says stay in because the close is not below the low of the police bar. Sri, why nothing? This fantastic interactive session. Everyone is answering and asking questions on every bar. This is the best way to take advantage of these positions, of these situations, which market presents once or twice in a month. As this market as presented 24th of April, and that Sri Utagi's question is still pending. Where is the previous?
So, what is the first bar which has closed above the, which is the day which has closed above? Yeah, that's one.
Hmm,
I
first
will
May.
wait for, because to me that has formed another subset of a channel.
So what you will do?
I do nothing.
You
I
do
will wait
nothing.
for I will wait for the close of that bar to be taken out.
Close of which bar?
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Close of this bar.
yeah.
Okay, Sri has. Sri, I don't understand what Sri said. Sri said
Low of that bar.
low of this bar. Okay, no worries. So low, Sri is waiting for this low to be taken out, and
And close
hmm,
below and low of that bar.
close below low taken out of this bar. Yeah. So I'll just write down. Sri is waiting for close below low taken out of that bar. So so it has to close below 59.30 and low taken out
Yeah,
by how many pips?
20 pips.
20 pips. So he is waiting for that. Lisha is waiting for this close to be below this, and oh, fantastic. Four of you, three respond. That's what we do. That's what makes a market. Everyone is different, and everyone will teach. Oh, sorry, will treat every bar differently. Okay. So Binod and Selvan get out 21. Lisa is waiting for this close to below this and low taken out. And Sri Utagi is waiting for close below this bar and low taken out. Next, see what happened next bar. And next bar is this one. And the low of this one is 20.6. So Binod and Selvan are out of this game. Alright, so they in this game of the big bar has got from 48 to for 48 to 21, which is 1.2%, 1.1%. So they got 1.1%. Congratulations Binod, congratulations Selvan. What you do, Lisha, thinking that the close is at 59.50, and what you would do, Sri Uttagi? Sri would not do anything because it does not close below this line. Correct, Sri?
Yeah, that's correct, sir.
Sri says correct. I'll wait for Lisha's answer. Now the close is 50. What you do? Lisha says get out if low of last bar is taken out. Get out if the low of last bar is taken out. By how many pips? So I'll delete that close below. Now Sri is only surviving, and Vinod got 1.1%. Selvan got 1.1%. This is the brilliant simulation game which can you can all play by yourself or with me. So 10 pips or with any one of your friends. 10 pips. So this Lisa is out at 31. So she got 1.2%. 1.2%. Vinod got 1.1%, and Selvan got 1.1%, and Sri Utagi is running how many percent? Sri Utagi is running with a profit of almost 1.6%. So Sri as of now is hanging on 1.6%. All of three of you are out. What about the next bar? Next bar will come on Monday tomorrow. So does that clear the concept of identifying a big bar? If not, take advantage of our big bar strategy. The computer will identify automatically, and then entry and stop loss and getting out. Is it all clear for this big bar? Then I'll go to see if the question where is the previous. Just say yes, no, or any other question on the big bar. We completed one big bar analysis. I'll do one more because Sri has asked where is that previous one. Then I'll go to Sri Udagi's question. If I did not understand that question, where was that? Next question, which is the first point to understand prices entering channel bullish or bearish trap? Okay, this is not really unrelated question. So just say yes if you've understood entry, stop loss, exit. Selvan says yes. Sri, Lisha, Bino says what is your analysis on this exit? Yeah, that's I thought Bino. No one is asking me. I'm asking everyone. So Sri says yes, and Lisa said, where is the big bar indicator that you are using? Yeah, big bar indicator is a standalone indicator which you can actually purchase with a small cost. And now, Binod is asking, what is your analysis on this exit? Okay, so if I am you, what I'll do, I'll cancel all these things. I'll cancel all these things.
Sir, sir, just one more question.
Hmm.
Could you please introduce price line, please? I'd like to see the price line.
Okay, Sri Utagi now wants price line. So I have deleted pivot points. So everyone is out. Sri is hanging on. Now Sri wants to take price line.
Price line with respect to monthly pivot, please.
So monthly pivot and price line. Okay. B triple A price line. So this is the price line, and we are using 27, I think. So this is the price line, and you want monthly pivot as well, do you? So this is the monthly pivot. Now, what is your answer? What is your question?
No, no, no. It's good. Just I want to understand because the price line is green and it's above the pivot, and just yeah, the price is up. And I mean, I expect still to be. I will be in the trade, and it is a long.
So Sri wanted to make sure that Lisha wanted to make sure pivots. We did the pivot analysis. So Sri wants to make sure that price line along with pivot. So Sri Utagi is saying price is above. Price line is above pivot and price is above pivot, price line and pivot put together because the close of the price is 59.50 and the price line is at 59.48. So price is above price line and pivot, and price line is above pivot, and that's satisfies his criteria 3. Correct?
Yeah, that's correct, sir.
All right. So then what do you do? I don't know how many of you delete price line. Many I'll keep the pivot for a moment. I don't know how many of you are taking advantage of the midpoint theory, which is this one. So let's see. Let's do this midpoint and make this midpoint visible for a moment. Show that. Yeah. So these are the midpoints in front of us. You can take actually advantage of Lisha especially because you introduced pivots. What you can see here on the midpoint theory is if you introduce the midpoint, what you can see the close is below the midpoint, which is MR1, midpoint R1, and this close is still above the midpoint, which is this one, and this close is still above the midpoint, which is this one. Midpoint means mid RS1 and mid monthly R1, and this is above and this is above. So midpoint can actually give you a little bit of more into price action because 1 2 3 4 5 5 5 5 bars actually once this close is above the big bar and the midpoint, the 5 bars actually stayed above the midpoint. Did you get the point? Can you explore the midpoints? Yes, just say yes, no.
how to set those midpoint?
She is saying how to set this midpoint. Nothing. Simple. Just right click on the settings and then just go to mid R1, this mid R2, mid R1, and make them visible. They were invisible initially. Make them visible. R1 make this dotted, R2 make this dash dash, and R3 make this bigger dash dash. So we know. Similarly, S1 dotted, S2 dash dash, mid S3. Uh, did I answer your question? Okay. So that midpoint concept can actually help you to get a little bit more into the. But if it is confusing, you don't use. Sometimes they may, but if it is sometimes they may not, like in front of us. Lisa is asking where is the big bar indicator that you are using. That's an indicator as we use the 12 hourly, daily, 4 hourly indicator. We have a big bar indicator that can be purchased from NP Financials with a small cost. How to set midpoints? I think I have answered your question, Sri. Did I?
Yes, sir. Yes, I tried it and I can set it. Yes.
Okay. So now answer Sri Uttagi's previous question, which is where is this big point? Let's delete the mid. Okay, no, no. Previous before that, I would actually answers this Binod's question. Binod has asked what I would do. What I would do, I'll wait after this point. What I'll do, so I'll wait for this close below. A bearish bar has to be close below this low, the low, which is 59.30. So let's see, not yet. I'll wait for another bearish bar to close below this bullish bar, which is 59.30. No. So now I'll wait for a bearish bar to close below this bullish bar, which is low of this bullish bar, 59.49, and low taken out. 49, as we saw, the low of this bullish bar is 59.49 too, and that's what Lisha asked also. And see, because he is, I think, seeing this close, be a bearish bar close, which is 59.49.3, which is not below this, so I'll hang on. I'm still hanging on. I want to see a bearish bar close below the bullish bar and low taken out here. Or if we are running to 3.45% here, I'll close the trade at 159, 162. I can close the trade at this whole number 162, 0.0000, or I can close the trade here at 1.60000. So they are big numbers. 16,000. I'll close the trade if I see it is not closing beyond, or 16,200. So I'll close the trade there. 16,000, 16,200, or 16,100. Any round number, I call them round number as I have told you. 16,100. So if any round number they are playing and it's not closing, as of now nothing has happened. So if it is just getting in all buyers out at 160, I'll close. All buyers out at 161, I'll close. All buyers out at 162, I'll close. Otherwise, I'll wait for a bearish bar closing below the bullish bar and low taken out by 10 pips. Okay. So is it clear the round number concept and my answer? Binod, did I answer your question? Yeah. Binod says yes. Thanks, Partha. Anyone having any question on this big bar before I go? All good? Yeah. This one? No. No. Because the close is not below the low of this bar. Hmm. So this close is not below the low. This close is not below the low. So I'm doing nothing. On this, no, because that will be a breakout strategy. Breakout strategy is not good. Yeah, so our indication, I think if you have seen the 29th April 2100, I think we have got a sample setup as per my as much as I can remember. Let's quickly see that. In the 12 hourly trading model, we'll go to Euro AUD to see 29th April 21. 29th April 21. Is there a setup? 29th April 21. Euro AUD. So load more. Euro A. Huh? Huh? Euro. Yeah, yeah. This is the one. There was an LCT. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. 29th. Yeah. So 29th, 21st. I thought so. 29th, 21st. 29th, 21st. Yeah. 29th, 21st is this entry, which is SS sample setup here. Yeah. We got a better entry here, which is LCTP, which has got a better entry on the 22nd. 22nd, but our sample setup exactly came on 29th 11. Sample LCTP happened here 22nd, 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 which is this bar. So our LCTP came here on this bar, and our sample setup came here. That's two brilliant setups which came here in front of us. So this, if someone has taken this one and hanging on, because not a single bearish bar has closed below the bullish bar. This close is not below 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 this. Unbelievable. All right. So if following the same principle, he would have running a profit of 180 pips with a stop loss of 78 pips. Sorry, 65. With a 65 pips stop loss, he would be running a profit of 180, which is almost 3% here from this sample setup, and from here to there 1.5%. So 4.5% running profit on these two sample setups. Yeah, so everyone is clear about these two sample setups. This one LCTP and this one. Yeah. Any question? All right. So if not, then I'll go to Sri Utagi's two pending question. Okay. The first one, he asked where is the previous one. All right. So let's go to the previous one and see what happened there. Yep. So this is the previous one. Yeah. Our computer suggested this as the previous one, which is on 2nd April. So the next one happened on 24th April, and this happened on 2nd April. As I told you, this will probably happen once or twice a month, big bars theory, and that's when the professionals actually comes into pictures. So if you are a professional and if you are trained by us, then you will also come to know that this is a big bar. So just write down. So this is a big bar, and let's see how it. This is the big bar.
Okay, sir, I got it.
Got it? Because this big bar hanged on to up to that big bar, which happened on this one, 24th. Yeah. So this is the first big bar, and this is the next big bar. We discussed the 24th. We discussed 24th, and we'll discuss now this one here. All right, this is this is a big bar because our computer is saying so. So this slanting line, otherwise it's all horizontal line. That means the previous big bar was in play. The new big bar came into play here, and now we are interested to play the game of this big bar, which is 2nd of April. So this time I'll go a little bit quick. So 2nd of April is a big bar, and Lisa asked a question: if this close is above this, what to do? Lisa, in front of you, is that your was what is the English? Was that your question? 2nd April 2200, yeah. And my answer was, we'll wait for Lisa to write down. And our answer, Lisa says yes. So our answer was do nothing, because that will be a breakout and a fake out. Not only that breakout fake out, but also if you are entering here plus 10 pips, which is 5874 plus 1084. So somewhere you are entering here, and your stop loss would be humongous, 180 pips, unbelievable. 180 pips, 180 pips stop with a profit of 113 pips with the whole number. That's not a good trade. Yep. So we'll not do anything. So we do nothing. We are interested now. Our buying zone, as we saw last time, our buying zone is this one here, low of the big bar, like an Italian flag. I don't know what countries having blue and green as flag color. Anyone? General knowledge? Selvan, Binod?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Red is red is blue.
Oh, South Africa. Unbelievable. Selvan was too smart to tell us the colors of South Africa flag. Colors. Yeah, this is it. Green, blue, and red. Yeah, Sri said correct. Red. Yeah, I saw this in this rugby games. Yeah, yeah, that's correct. Fantastic, brilliant, Sylvan, wonderful, excellent, good general knowledge. All right, so this is South Africa, and South Africa is a wonderful country. Actually, I stayed there and worked there for some time, and Selvan is from there. It's a beautiful, naturally beautiful country. Not much of man-made, because man destroyed everything there. But the nature's beauty is brilliant, including the safaris. Oh my God! And the nature beauties of seas and mountains of Cape Towns. Wow! And even Durban. Durban is much better than our Great Ocean Drive. All right. So now we are at this top here, and we want to buy here where the flag is. We want to buy here where the flag is. So let's see what it is coming here. Next bar. Everyone agreeing to this concept of this flag, and why I'm interested to buy there? Yes, no. Just say yes, no. If you have any question, yeah. Everyone is understand? Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Go.
Could you please tell me the date of this big bar?
2nd April
Yeah.
10. 2nd April 10.
12
Uh,
hour chart.
come again?
12 hour chart.
12-hour chart. Yeah. 12-hour chart. And if you're having that Sunday bar fiasco, you can have some here and there. I don't know. All right. So let's see. We want to enter at 5700. That's our lovely place shop entry, or 5711 actually, because the low is here. 5710. That's a round number plus 10. Let's see what happens. So this bar is a relatively big bar, not the computer big bar, because our computer has not identified this as a big bar. So we do nothing because this is too much, I think. All right, we want to enter here 5717. If we want to enter here, that will be a breakout trade, because the high here is the same, because the high here or the same is higher. Oh no, I don't want to do it. This will be a fake out, maybe. I don't know. So we don't do breakout trades. All right. So this is not a very good one, not a bad one also. If we enter here, our stop loss would be 102, and our profit target would be previous big bar, which is 95. So we'll let it go. We are not using anything pivot line, nothing, just on the big bar concept and big bar strategy. So we are entering here, and stop loss is here 100 pips, and our target is previous big bar, which is 95 pips. So no, we'll not take that one. All right. So this next bar, if you do not agree with me, just raise your hand, ask a question. Is higher than the previous high, I'll not do anything. So I'll not put a pending order. Yeah. So because reward to risk is not there on these three, one, two, three, we are not doing anything. Did you understand? The reward to risk is not good, so I'll not put this pending order, I'll not put this pending order, I'll not put that pending order. Everyone is clear? Just say yes, no. Yeah, everyone is clear. Alright. So we'll delete that pending order, so it's not there. Always delete the no, not unimportant lines. What you can do, you can actually, good thing to do, you extend this South African flag like this here, which is says start date April 02 10 00, end date as per computer, as per our manual, April 04. What you can do, you can actually make it maybe 08. Here, let's see what happens there, or make it 06. Let's happen once happens there, and it will be automatically extends. Yeah, so this South African flag is now extended. So we'll delete this one. So we are waiting for to enter here around 57, because our risk could be on that trade would be very less, like the previous one, 60 pips risk, 120 pips profit. We don't do anything because again the risk reward will be not great. We are professionals. We work on risk to reward. The risk in this trade is 95, with the reward 101. Who will take this trade? 95 risk, 101 profit. Just say yes, no against your name or talk. I have this bar taken out. Big bar strategy. 95 stop, 101 profit. Risha will say yes. Selvan says no. No, in the 12, we generally use 10 pips. But if you're using 10 pips, 20 pips, no, sorry, my mistake. In 12 hourly, I repeat, we use 10 pips. Yeah, yeah. Low of the big bar. So we'll enter here. We'll here, for example, high is 5801. So we'll enter 5802. Sorry, 12. And the low is here, which is 15 minus 10, which is 5. So 107 pips. Yeah, you are right. 107
Sir,
pips. Go,
a question.
go.
On this 4th of April, I mean, why do you say that this is a long entry?
Come again.
On 4th of April,
This one.
yeah. So why? What it initiates me to go and take another trade?
Okay. She is asking why I'm considering this high as a long entry, not this low as a short entry. That's what he's saying.
No. On that on the day, on that bar itself,
Hmm.
what it initiates
Uh,
me to go on a long trade?
so she is asking what initiates this. What is it that makes us think that this is a long trade? That's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because according to the 12-hour strategy, that
Hmm.
is not a set of time.
No, we are not discussing 12-hour strategy. Don't get mixed up. We are mixing getting big bar theory,
Okay.
like Big Bang theory. We have big bar theory.
Okay.
So Sri has asked a very good question. Sri is asking why this is to be considered as a long trade from here. Anyone can answer that question. Very simple, in front of you only. But Selban says because the low of the big bar is not taken out and close below. So Selban answer, Sri, you have heard. I'll request Lisa and Binod to answer as Selban did. I'm really enjoying this session because this session is extremely interactive. That's what I love. Mm, uh, why this is a long entry? Selban says low of this bar and close below not taken out. That's why. What about Binod and Lisa? What about Sri, who has asked the question? Sri, why you don't think this is a long? Why you think this is a short or a no trade? Whatever you think, just right. I'll wait
Yeah,
for. Hmm.
because it is less. It has closed less than 50% of the loss of big bar.
Okay, Sri has come out with a new strategy. Mm, He's saying it has closed below 50% of the big bar. Let's take advantage of Fibonacci. I'll draw the Fibonacci from this low to this high, which is this one. And Sri is saying below the 50% Fibonacci it has closed. I don't know. Let's see.
It is closed exactly at 50.
So the 50% was 5780.8, 5780.8, and this fellow has closed at 5782.3. So according to Sri, this has actually closed above.
Oh,
So Sri, you are probably not correct here.
okay. One more question, sir. When you
No, no,
say
no, 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 no. Hold on. I'm answering. I'm asking this question first. Binod and Lisa has to answer this. Lisa says because we are trying to go long after seeing the big bar bullish. Yes, this is the answer. Binod says we are looking at going long as yes, as per the big bar at a price closer to the lower zone. Yes, extremely correct. Why we are going long? Very simple, because this big bar itself is a bullish bar. That is the simple answer which Binod and Lisha, both of them, actually has answered Sri Utagi's question.
very good, very good, very good.
Big bar bullish. That's why we are going long. Correct, Sri?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, what was your next question?
So just next question. On the
Hmm.
big bar, how do you measure the 50%? Is it a range or a open and close?
So Sri Utagi is asking how to measure the 50% of the big bar. The 50% of this big bar is measured from the range high minus low.
Okay,
That's why I drew the Fibonacci from the high to the low, not from the open to the close.
okay, okay. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, everyone got the answer of Sri's question. Everyone is fine. Thank you for brilliant answer, Binod and Lisha. Okay, all right. We are not doing anything. Binod has actually extended this answer to a very good point. I love it. If you're not talking, please mute your mic. At a price closer to lower zone, that's what is actually a professional. At a price closer to lower zone. Yeah, this is the South African lower zone, and we want to go long from here. Okay, let's see the next one. All right, so let's see the measurement of this one. If we enter here, not I'm not very impressed here. If we had entered here 56, so that will be here 56, 10 pips. 50, 58 minus this one here around 95 and 103. Okay, so everyone those of you who believes 1% risk is good will probably take this trade, but I would not, because it does not touch the beautiful zone here. Nothing doing, nothing doing, nothing doing. So if I miss the trade, that's fine. I'll let it go because the next trade will come in immediately around the corner. So I'll just extend this flag to this. I'll not do anything. Nothing doing. Still the big bar is into play because still the low or the high, nothing has been taken out. We are interested to enter here. Yep. Everyone, question? Any question? If you have any question, write down. Yeah. Yes. No.
no, no
No
question.
question. All right. So slowly go. No. So nothing doing. Nothing doing. Yes. Something would be doing here. What? Anyone who wants to do anything here? Just type in. I want to get answers from you as I am getting from the beginning of this session. Bino says, what percent should we consider as a safer lower zone? Yeah, that I'll answer. First, answer my question. What we will do here on this? Mr. Market has given us a brilliant price at 157.28 close. What we would do at 157.58?
I will do nothing.
Selvan would do nothing. Why?
In case you go short, you will see the
Hmm?
I need confirmation. I need a confirmation bar
Hmm.
for long.
So Mr. Market has presented us a price 157.58, and we all are asked that same question same time, and in this universe, and Mr. Selvan is saying he would not do anything. Why? Because it may be going below the big bar and closing below. Binod also says that, right, Binod? Binod says do nothing as I am looking for long above high taken out. Okay, that's here. Okay, Sri says I'll wait for close below low taken out of the big bar to go short. What about Lisha? Lisha, what you do? I'll answer Binod's question. What percentage should you consider safe for larger? I'll remember this question. I'll wait for Lisha's answer here. What she will do here, and then I'll tell you what I will do here. Lisha, question for you. I know you have a small baby. That's why she's probably taking time. Nothing. All right. So everyone would do nothing. But since I love South Africa, what I would do, it is in the zone of this. Mr. Market has we waited for a price of this as close as to the low, which is 57.15. Mr. Market has presented us as a price and asking us what to do, which is we don't know the right hand side, 57.28. So if I'm you, if I'm entering at this 57.28 as long, and I'll tell you why and why not and all those things, 28. So I'll enter at 57.28 with a stop loss below this here 10 pips or 20 pips because I'm getting a better price. So 57.15 minus 20, so that the round number is taken care of, 57. So the stop loss would be 56.90. 56.90 would be the stop loss, so the round number is taken care of. Entry would be here. I don't know the right hand side, you don't know the right hand side, no one knows. 57.28 would be the entry point with 56.90. So the risk could be 38 pips. Risk could be 38 pips with a tremendous risk of getting stopped out. Yeah, I don't know. But why? Why am I taking such a decision when the getting stopped out is 50-50 here? Because Mr. Market, after waiting for so many days from 2nd of April till 10th of April, so we have waited for 8 days and for that price of the zone, and I'll answer that question, which what is the range of this zone, which is 57.15 has presented as 57.28. So if I am you, and this and is most important, if I am you, and if I have seen this big bar concept and done this big bar concept 1,000 times or at least 100 times before, 100 times, that's why I'm going to the end. If I have done this concept and seen this concept 100 times at least before, then I can have the courage to go there if I have a successful in taking that at that point. So the answer is, if you have done a lot of big bar strategies and you are getting successful 80-90% of the time or 70% of the time, then and only then your subconscious mind will allow you to take this trade, otherwise not, knowing very well the next bar can be stopped out with 28 pips. Everyone got this concept clear? Yes, no?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm? So the entire answer depends on how many big bar game we have played. Okay, so let's see. So we are entering here. All of you are not doing anything. So I'll go to the next one. So what you will do now? Next question to you. So we are already in at this point. As professional traders, we'll get in here, knowing very well we'll be getting chopped out at the next bar. But in this case, we are here entering here already at that point. As I told you, we have entered at this close, running a profit of 29 with a stop loss of 37 with zero point 0.7. And I'll wait for all of you to do to answer question. What do you do, Selvan? Vinod. Selvan would enter above 10 pips above this bar, 57.83. Sri says new long entry. High taken out, Sri. Vinod, Lisha. Sri says long entry at the close. Okay, Sri is entering at the close. Selvan is entering at the high taken out. Vinod is entering at high taken out. Lisa is entering at the high taken out. Fantastic. Brilliant. So everyone of you except Sri and me, she is entering here at the close, which is 57.58. I have entered here 57.27, and you will be entering here 57.83. Okay, let's see. Alright, all of us are in this game. So the highest profit is from the person who has entered here to here, which is 76 profit versus 37 stop loss, which is 2%. Sri entered here and running a profit of 47.8 paise, and you all three is running a profit of 0.2%. Let's see. All right, now next question: what you would do here and why? All of you. Next part here. Please write down or speak.
I will still wait for close below low taken out of big bar.
Sri still waits for a close below low taken out of the big bar. Okay, I got one answer. What about Binod? Huh? Sullivan. Sullivan would do nothing. And if nothing, why? Why? It says Sullivan says it's an up bar. That's why he would do nothing. Brilliant. Excellent. Exceptional. Okay. Binod says do nothing. Wait for close below green bar and low taken out. Lisa says I missed the question. Question was what you would do here on 12th April 09 after entering at this high taken out when you were running a trade high taken out or 00 actually profit and loss. What you would do here on 12th April 0900? Nothing. Why nothing? Because reversal bar not closed below the up bar. Okay, so this is an up bar and reversal bar has not closed below. Everyone has answered. I have understood her answer. This is up bar. This is a down up bar, but a bearish bar, but the close is not below this. Okay, we do nothing, and Sri would wait for this low. Now, if you want to put a pivot here, last time, if you want to do that, so let's do quickly. If you want to do a pivot like that, then remember this is the support one and this is the pivot. Okay, and of our mid concept, so let's do the mid S1. So that is the mid S1 in front of us here. So price is closing above, below, above, below, above, below, mid S1. And I would advise from our previous discussion, which we have done many times, if you are going long anywhere here, anywhere near here or here, high taken out or close or at this close, instead of placing 20 pips below this big bar, if S1 or mid S1 is below the big bar, I would recommend place the stop below this, yeah, below the S1. Yeah. So in that case, it would not be 27.37. That's all. That we already know that, but just to make sure we know that. So some stop would be 63 pips. Sri Utagi stop would be 92 pips. and you both of your stop would be 117 pips. Okay, next one. All right. So all of you did nothing here, and on this bar, what do you do? Next question. 12th April 21. Question to all of you. 12th April 21. Bearish bar, down bar, huh? So because Selban would get out if the low of this last bar is taken out. Lisa says close below. And what about Binod, Sri, and Lisha? What you would do on the last bar in front of you?
Do nothing.
Do nothing. Why? When you say do nothing, you have to say why, please.
Okay. I will still wait for my close below low taken out in the big bar.
Close. Sri has already answered that question. Sorry, Sri said close below low taken out of big bar. What about Binod and Lisha? Lisa says it's a turning point, so its low is taken out. I'll get out. So, uh, but Binod says it's a turning point. Ah, brilliant, excellent. Lisa says stop loss 10 pips below last bearish bar because could be bearish turning point. Yeah, Lisa and Binod are exactly on the same page. They both have seen this turning point. Brilliant, because the close has below this, and all of three of you would get out here if the 10 pips is taken out. Yep. Vinod said so. Selben said so. Lisha said so. Only Sri is stubborn. He wants to see a close below. And I am stubborn because my stop loss is here. Okay. Let's, and this close is not below the on this fellow. All right. Let's see what happens. Everyone survived. Everyone survived. What you will do? Would you do move your stop loss or do anything, or what about do? Anyone? Leave the stop loss where it is now because it is an inside bar, isn't it? Do nothing. Next one. What you do? Selvan says nothing. All of you just say yes, no, nothing. Selvan says, Sri says nothing. Vinod, Lisha, you can just talk. Lisha says nothing. Vinod, too many lines, delete. Lisha says nothing. All right. Sure, next bar. Okay, next bar. What you will do on the next bar? Too many questions to all of us. Mr. Market has presented a price here with a down bar and a bearish bar. Close not below the bullish bar. 57.62. What you do? 15th April 21. Lisa says nothing. Leave stop loss as before. So stop loss is below this. Vinod says nothing. So Selvan, your stop loss is also be below this turning point. Yeah. Sri says nothing. No, Selvan, this is not a turning point because this close is not below the low. For turning point, this close has to be below this low. Hmm. So your stop would be here. Everyone's stop would be here except mine and Sri Uttagi's. Wow! So everyone is happy. Everyone is dancing, and the money. Wow! All right. So anyone would not do anything here? No, no. So no one do nothing. So now everyone got out except Sri Utagi. Sure. Sri is still surviving, and everyone got out. And those of you who got here in this in this game, everyone got out here with a small loss of 35 pips. Agree? All right. Let's see what else. Yes. So Sri, what you would do?
Do nothing.
Do not do nothing.
Yeah. Till maybe it is not still close below the big bar.
The big bar. Sri is asking whether it has closed below the big bar. And I think so. Let's see. Binod is asking, hi Partha, what would you do on the turning point bar on the 12th? Turning point bar on the 12th, Binod, I would not do anything because it has not closed below the bullish bar. Closed below the bullish bar. So it has not closed below the bullish bar. So I would do nothing. Okay. So Sri is asking, is the low of the big bar, which is here, which is low is 157.15, 157.15 1, and this one is 157.15 1. So it is at the point. It actually low is equal to close. Sri, what you do? Yeah, this close is equal to the low of the book bar because this is the big bar. The
Yeah, then I will wait for the next this first bar, this current bar, the low has to be taken out.
so you'll be out here when the low taken out.
No, I will not. I'll put a stop loss.
Yeah.
Low minus 20.
So low minus 20 here. You'll be out at 63.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. See, Sri will be out at 63. Wow. Sri survived, and Sri is smiling. What do you do, Sri? Everyone got out. Sri, what do you do?
Because I survived,
Hmm.
I'll stay.
He'll stay as it is. What do you do here? It closed below. Do no, it closed below the big bar. So what do you do?
Now I'm see the first bar close below the big bar happened. Now I'm waiting for the next low to be taken out of that bar.
So you'll be out at 56.81.
What is that?
57.01 is the low.
Yeah, that's correct.
So Sri would be out 56.81. Sri survived again. Sri survived. Sri survived. Wow. Sri is laughing and dancing and whatnot. All right. And Sri is surviving. Sri is surviving. What do you do, Sri?
Is it end of month?
No, 29th, 23rd April 21. Sri is asking, is this end of month? I said no.
Just hold it.
Don't see the chart and answer me. Just
No, I mean,
answer quickly so that I know that you are not seeing the chart. Right hand side of the chart. That's cheating.
no, I'll be still in the
Still in the game?
trade. Yeah.
Wow. So Sri Utagi is the champion here. He entered here with a stop loss of 93 pips. He is running a profit of 180 pips, 2% profit. Congratulations. And the next big bar comes. Right. So this way you can enter, take profit and book stop loss for big bar. And that was the discussion point for today. So I am done. If you have any question, post me. Otherwise, we'll call it a day. I'll leave. I'll wait for your questions. Yeah, yeah. On the 10th or the 11th. Yeah, 10th is this bar. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Ye- Hmm. Wow. Very good. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. Lovely. Hmm. Fantastic. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Everyone got what Selvan said? Can you hear when others are speaking except me? Okay, that's great. What about Vinod and Sri and Lisa? Can you hear what Selvan said? Because Selvan can hear you speaking.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear what.
What Selvan said, did you understand?
I could not understand.
Okay, I'll repeat. What about Binod? Can you hear what Selvan said brilliantly? Selvan did a brilliant statement. Binod, Lisa? Lisa says yes, but getting distracted by my son. That's out of technical analysis. All right, Binod? Binod says yes. Oh, all right, that's brilliant. That's the beauty of Google Hangouts. So when Selvan is speaking, asking questions, we can hear him out. But I'll repeat because there are some disturbances in the can be internet, can be in the mic, can be in the speaker. But I always repeat. So what Selvan is saying? Selvan is saying once you see this big bar by the computer, just place limit. Sorry, yes, it will be limit because we are here. Just place a limit buy order 20 pips sorry, 20 pips higher than the big bar. So our stop loss, huh? Yeah, yeah. So fantastic. 20 pips higher than the low of the big bar. So if the low is 57.15, our entry is 57.35. Correct, Selvan? So we are putting an entry order on seeing the big bar at 57.35, and our stop loss is below 10 pips here. So if we are entering at 35, which is here, and our stop loss 10 pips below this monthly pivot, whatever it is, 84 minus 10, 74. So we are taking a risk of 61 with a profit margin of maybe 1 is to 2, which is 120. I make it here 120. Yeah. So that's what Selvan said, right, Selvan? And so we'll wait. Our pending order still be there, and we'll be triggered at this point. That's what when I entered, and then we'll be getting out because this fellow did not take the stop loss. We'll be getting out here when our 120 pips profit is it, or we get out here on the close if we are watching the market with 280 pips, 8 pips, which is 3.5%. That's a brilliant thing which Shelban has shared with us. That's fantastic, Shelban. That's pure professional thinking. And then guess what? We got another big bar, another zone. So Selvan is saying put the limit buy order below the low of the above the 20 pips above the low of the big bar. That's brilliant. Mm. I'll, huh?
Question, sir.
Mm.
This big bar analysis
Mm.
it can be applied for all the time frame.
Sri is asking big bar analysis can be done all the time frame. Yeah, you do the back testing and let me know. All right. So Binod has answered one question. Sorry, asked a question. What is the zone of this big bar? As Selvan said, for 12 hourly, the zone would be 20 pips from the low. So zone 20 pips, 20 pips below the low. So and 20 pips above the low high of the. So this would be the zone. So if I draw the rectangle, I'll be drawing from here to here. So this is the zone, Binod. Low, take the low of the, if it is long, just reverse for short. If it is long, take the low of the big bar, minus 20 pips for the lower zone, and plus 20 pips of that low of the higher zone. This is the zone. This is the South African flag. Binod, did I answer your question, Binod? And then Sri asking one more question. Yeah, Binod. Yes, thank you, Vinod. Lisa says, so that is independent of what type of bar is presented. What is independent? If you're asking if the big bar is bearish, should we consider bearish? Yes. If the big bar is bullish, should we consider long? Yes. If that is your question and that is my answer, that is my answer. Lisa say yes or no. Sri is asking a question. Yeah, go.
So how to define? Sorry, this is a backward question again. How to define that particular big bar on that particular frame?
Yes. So that Sri is asking how to.
What is the reference?
Lisa is saying the 20 pips entry above the low of the big bar. Yes, that's correct. That's what Selvan said, Lisha. And Sri is asking the same question what Lisha has asked. How to identify? Our computer will identify for you, provided you get this small indicator of big bar from NP Financials. Next question. Vinod is asking what you do in terms of stop loss. Would you move it based on my bar by bar or leave it to original stop loss? Brilliant. This is excellent question. Yeah, I would prefer to do the second part of Binod. Binod is asking what you do in terms of stop loss. Would you move it based on our discussion bar by bar or leave it to original stop loss as per entry bar? If you know me for 3 4 years now, I would place this stop loss and then forget, because if I have taken a entry at this point and put the stop loss at this point, if I have taken an entry and put a stop loss here, that means I know if price is coming here, I will be losing 1%. If but if price is not coming there, here 67, if price is going somewhere there, we'll be gaining 3 4%. Yeah. So the answer to that question is never move your stop loss if you are playing this big bar strategy. Any last question before we break?
Very good. Thank you very much, sir. This was fantastic. Very good.
Fantastic. Sri said fantastic. Thank you, Sri. Binod, Selvan, Lisa. Thank you, Selvan. Thank you. Thank you. Selvan says very good. Lisa says great session, Partha. And Bino, thank you. Bino says Lisa, because the actual credit goes to Lisa because she only asked me or requested me. Binod says good session. Thanks, Binod. She only initiated this question to be discussed for this. That's what I've been asking you. From time to time, most of the time, 90% of the time, 80% of the time, we try to pick up a topic and then spend 90, 20, 120 minutes on that topic. But if you give us some topic, as Lisa gave big bar topic today, that will be more interesting, I think. So get ready for the next monthly class. I am giving you 30 days time. Get one question, one concept in 30 days and post it to us. We'll discuss your concept like we discussed Lisa's concept or request in the next month. Till then, have a great time. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye. 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 Vinod. Bye. Sri. Bye. Lisha. Bye. Selvan.